Hey guys, it's Abby again, and I have a fun book review for you today. I mean, you already know what it is by the title, but with my reading challenge, I'll be reading quite a few books I've never read before, and I'm sure I'll be doing reviews on the ones I really like, and maybe reviews on ones that I hated. So today's review is going to be The Green Mile by Stephen King. I did rent this from the library because I really don't have money to buy books right now, so it's going to be a lot of library books, but this, first of all, I loved. It made me laugh, it made me cry a lot, and it's just an overall good book. It makes you feel all kinds of emotions, and so yeah, this was written by Stephen King. This book was first published in 6 installments in 1996, but was then republished into one big book. So the book is divided into six parts. Sorry, something popped up on my computer. 6 parts, and it really kind of helps you keep track of where you are. There's, I think, roughly, let's see here, I think there's 8 chapters to each part, 9 chapters to each part roughly. I think that's around what each one has, and all of them have really cute names, and there's some fun pictures in here, like, look at this, it says Night Journey, and it has this truck in here, and just some cool drawings. And what this book is about, it's about a man named Paul Edgecombe. And Paul works on the Green Mile, which in most places is just called the Mile, but because the linoleum floors are green, they call it the Green Mile. Now what the Green Mile is death row. And this is set in 1932 in October. And what happens, you know, it just kind of goes through the men who are on the Green Mile. And one specifically, John Coffey, is a large man who is black, described as being 6'8" and 350 pounds, and he apparently has amazing healing powers, and he is convicted of raping and murdering 2 young girls, which, you know, later on, Paul Edgecombe really starts to believe that John Coffey is innocent, and John Coffey is set to die in the electric chair. And what's really cool about this book is he is telling from his point of view in a retirement home. So that's the only thing that's a little bit difficult to follow about this book, because it's not really separated saying now and back then. You kind of have to really read, because it goes from him writing his memoir in his retirement home in 1996 and what happened back in 1932. And it's really an amazing book. On the back there's a really cool saying. It says, "We each owe a death. There are no exceptions." I know that. But sometimes, oh God, the Green Mile is so long. And so yeah, there we go. That's that. And that's a really cool saying, I think, because the Green Mile is now used as slang for, you know, your last walk of life. And what else do I need to say about this book? I've never done a book review, so the characters are really quite amazing. I mean, Paul Edgecombe, he's funny, he makes you cry, he makes you laugh. The main prisoners they speak about are Edward Delacroix, John Coffey, and William Wharton. His name is, yeah, William Wharton, who's like their problem child. And Edward Delacroix, who they just call Del, he, in this point of the story, gets a little pet mouse named Mr. Jingles, and Mr. Jingles is such a character. Like, I loved this little mouse in this book. He made me laugh, he made me cry, and he's just funny. Like, you guys will grow to love Mr. Jingles. And it's really quite a story, because in the end of the book you find out something pretty surprising. And I've seen the movie, so I know what that was, which was kind of stupid. I really should have read this before I watched the movie. But my mom's seen the movie. It's one of her favorite movies, and she really wants to read this, so I'm actually probably going to go over to her house today and give this to her so she can read it, because I read it in like a day and a half. It is that great of a book. You don't want to put it down. There's lots of action. There's romance here with his wife. So also this kind of goes into pretty graphic detail about certain things. So anybody under the age of 16, I really would not recommend this, because there is a pretty gory part to this book that I'm not going to reveal, because that'll kind of ruin the story. And then You know, you would think the prisoners there are the antagonists, when really there is a guard here who all the other guards hate. His name is Percy. I hated him. You will grow to hate him. And he's an annoying little shit. Like, he's one of those people who got his job on the Green Mile because of family. He knows higher up people and he thinks he's all fancy and shit. And he's really attached to his nightstick, which is really weird. Anyway, so, yeah, this is just, it really is an amazing book. And the movie is really, really good, too. The movie has, oh god, someone shoot me. What is his name? Tom Hanks. And the guy who plays John Coffey, I can picture him, but I don't know his name. He's that really big, tall, black guy. He's bald, and he's got that, like, really, really deep voice. And he does wonderfully in this movie. Like, you grow to really, truly love John Coffey. He's like a big, giant teddy bear, and, like, one of his things is he's afraid of the dark. He admits that to Paul Edgecombe, and what's really cool is he calls him boss, and it's just an amazing story, guys. You really do need to read this. It is not really, honestly, a scary story as Stephen King is to writing horror. It is really just a wonderful story. It's action, it's adventure, it's happiness, sadness. There's some true sadness in this. Like, I cry with this book and I cry with the movie, and because I'm not going to give away the ending because that's kind of what it leads up to. So, I mean, y'all really just need to read this and watch the movie, because the movie is very much like the book. It is very, very close. There's a few parts left out, but it's great, and I love it. So, I hope you guys read it, and I hope you thought this was a thorough review. Out of 5 stars, I give this 4 out of 5, just because sometimes books frustrate me when they make me cry, and, but it's just a great story. You guys need to read it. So yeah, that's The Green Mile by Stephen King, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.